Hello again, everyone. Thank you for tuning in again. That NES fan coming back at you. And why that NES fan, you might ask? Why not Sega fan? That Sega fan? Why not that PlayStation 1 fan? I seem to like PS1 games. Why not that Sega Game Gear fan? Well, to give you a brief history, the NES was pretty much the very first system that I ever played. And I used to play, I know it's true, I used to play Atari a lot. I started out pretty much playing a lot of the original old school type of systems. Certainly the Atari 2600, well, the very original Atari. Nintendo Entertainment System, obviously Super Mario Brothers was the very first NES game I ever played as a kid, although I played, probably about a dozen others. It was just a great system, and I think the NES is kind of like, when people think of retro games, that's kind of like one of the first systems that spring to mind. And you're of course, as usual, you're free to disagree with me. Leave a comment, but it's a very interesting statement, a very interesting point that I make. But when people think of retro games, usually I think, in my opinion, Nintendo seems to come to mind. In this video, though, I just want to go ahead and ask a couple questions to the YouTube, any of my subscribers or anyone else that watches this video. If you have any questions for me, regarding who I am. I review retro games on here, not just retro. I've done, I put PS3 vids up here. I use emulators for most of my videos. The ones that, otherwise I use a capture card, for a lot of my, especially for my rhythm game uploads. I'll put, for Rock Band, Guitar Hero, I will use a capture card in order to put those up. But most of my videos, about 90%, 95% are, done with emulators. I've been on here for about, let's see, it'll be 2 years. It'll be 2 years in June. I started at the end of June of 2010. That's when I launched That NES Fan. I was originally on T-Bones and Jen. If you go ahead and look that up, I actually shared a channel with my sister. And we actually put a bunch of video game, I put a bunch of video game videos up there. I think she has a few up there right now. And started that towards the end of 07. Put my most viewed video ever, the Chicago Cubs beat the Boston Red Sox at Wrigley Field, and on MLB 2K6 for the PS2, did just what I do right now. I used a capture card, I captured it, and I uploaded it to YouTube. I just uploaded it the way it was, just a clean upload, nothing edited or anything like that, a raw upload of the clip, and that's pretty much. And then I stopped for a few years. I stopped as I was transitioning into going into college, certainly graduating high school, going into college, and I didn't come back to YouTube until, like I said, until June 2010 when I launched That NES Fan. And basically, I just do what I always do. I capture videos, I put up footage, but the only difference between now and then is that back then I didn't have the technology, the computer, to really record emulators. I wasn't really familiar how to use them. I didn't know. I wasn't aware of video, capture techniques, software. I had no idea until I took a course on it at my high school. And even then, I was still kind of developing the skills. That was late 2009, early 2010, and or late 2008, early 2009. But so basically, that's what I do right now. I still put up captured videos, and like I said, the only difference really is I do more reviews of them. I don't just put the clips up. But pretty much most of the videos I do reviews of. With the exception of Rock Band and Guitar Hero. So that's about it. Like I say, if you guys have any questions for me, just let me know. I thought I'd do this because I've had a good amount of subscribers in the last, certainly in the last couple weeks. I've had at least 8 or 9 additional subscribers in the last couple weeks. So very glad to hear that. So if you have any questions for me, just let me know and leave a comment or whatever, and I do want to make a video response at some point to my own video regarding whatever questions you guys may have. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and please check out some of my other videos, and have a great day. So that'll be all for now. That NES Fan, signing off. Thanks, guys.